Let's go, pal.
Seconds of gameplay.
What in the hell? Hello? Jesus Christ. Sorry. Have I been quiet this whole fucking time? I wasn't even looking. I plugged in my mic because I use the same mic for my work laptop. I switched it and turned on OBS. I assumed it was going to pick it up automatically because it's usually my system picks it up as my default mic source if it's plugged in, but it didn't. So wait, kudos to you guys for sitting there for 8 minutes watching a welcome screen. I've been talking this whole time. Yeah, OBS. Well, it also, I should have got the clue when OBS wasn't picking up my default audio channel either. Like, it says it's picking up the default, but it's never using the thing that I've specified on Windows. Oh my god, I got so much to say. I wish I'd recorded all the shit I just said. So I need to briefly go back over it. Okay, Brad said some game is pretty threatening. By the way, I said, hi, Evie23. Hi, Brad. And then I said, hi, Umbreon. Shortly before I realized that my mic was not turned on. Or at least the OBS was not listening to my mic. I'll repeat the whole thing, Brad. All right, so some game is pretty threatening. That's what was said. But, you know, I paced it. So the Brad doesn't have to watch me play Final Fantasy 14. Brad says, could be something equally disreputable. And that's true. That's true. In fact, it could be Final Fantasy 14 would fit the title criteria. Except that the description would contradict the description, which says that I'm doing this so you don't have to watch me play it. And the fact of the matter is, I'm very much still into Final Fantasy 14 right now. I finished the main base game. And then there's a bunch of Game Plus mode that's between the base game, A Realm Reborn, and the first expansion, Heavensward. I finally finished all that shit. It's like 30 hours of that shit. I finished that. There was a super dramatic conclusion, like cliffhanger thing, that leads right into the Heavensward. And so last night, I got 15 minutes into Heavensward, like the actual content, got to the new city, and I was tired and went to bed. But so I'm still plugging along in Final Fantasy 14. But what I didn't feel like doing was reading for 4 hours. Oh, who am I kidding? 2.5 hours. 2 hours, who knows how long I actually play games. I did not feel like reading. I'm feeling a little today. That's why I'm not on cam. I almost felt like canceling my stream. Honestly, all I wanted to do was really kind of just quietly play Final Fantasy 14, but I knew that wouldn't fly on a stream. I didn't want to cancel my stream. I just wanted to... If that game had more voice acting, I'd probably be streaming it right now. But anyways. Because I'm not going to skip over the dialogue. See, if I don't read it out loud, it's just going to be me silently reading. That sucks. Who wants to watch that shit? As if most people don't want to watch me play Final Fantasy 14 to begin with. Except maybe Evie to some extent. Maybe so there's certain diehard Final Fantasy 14 people will drift in from time to time and be like, ugh. Alright. So, what else? Oh yeah, Brad, I said I was actually initially... Because the idea is I wanted to maybe play a game that's smaller. Because I'm not planning on starting a new game to really jump into with both feet right now. And most of the games that I tend to play are like that. It's like, hey, should I jump back into Trails in the Sky? But it's like, Trails in the Sky is a fucking huge game. And it's the first part of a 800-hour series. All right, Evie, you do like to watch me play Final Fantasy 14. Well, I'm glad that somebody does. I just get the sense it's like you look at those streams and it's like it's you, Evie, me, and Brad, and then every once in a while, like you get you hear Nick, huh? Oh, like Nick's like, oh, was I in the stream? And then he goes back to sleep. And then some other randos pop in and out, but it's like I feel like I do a lot of reading, and that most people are not into it. They don't give a shit. So, which, you know, if I'm in the right mood, I'm all up for it. I will do my little weird, stupid voice acting. I've had some fun with that, but I don't feel like it today. I'm tired. Feeling a little, yuck. You know what? My ear keeps getting clogged up. It's reclogged. So I'm getting a little over it. But I'm like, I'm not quite over it enough that I want to go to like an urgent care, but it's probably going to come to that because I just need someone to get in there and just use all the powers of science and medicine to get my ear fucking cleaned out once and for all. Or to make sure, like, I don't know if it could be like, oh, really? It's not earwax. You got like a tumor clogging your eardrum or some shit. It's like, oh, well, that's why it feels clogged all the time. It's probably clogged with spider eggs. Could be spider eggs for sure. I have seen some spiders crawling around last few weeks. And for a long time, you know, we got this new... Oh, it's still a problem. We got this new doggy door for a sliding glass door, but it doesn't create a perfect seal if we're using... Because we'll have the screen door and then the doggy door. Even with the glass part of the sliding glass door closed, it's not like a perfect seal. So shit's gonna still get in here. So I could have like mad spider eggs in my ears for sure. I don't suspect that's the problem, but you know. And it's not as bad as it was. It's just the fact that it's like, it's still a problem. Like hearing is 50% in my right ear. Whereas before hearing was at like 10% for like a week. So it's a lot better than it was, but it's still like, it's not normal. It's noticeably not normal. And it makes me feel like my wife is planning to go paddleboarding. Her mom's coming in town this weekend and we made arrangements. We were going to do it either way. We made arrangements to have Millie spend Saturday in like a pet hotel type of thing, a doggy daycare, just because we are going to be taking like a week and a half off in October to travel. We're going to a wedding out of state. And so we don't want her first time being away from us to be when we leave her for a week and a half. And so we kind of want to maybe start acclimating her to the place that we will be letting her stay. So Amanda's even saying like we just, even whether we have plans or not, maybe once every week or two, just have her spend a day with the doggy daycare and let her get used to it a little bit. So anyway, but I'm thinking about like, I don't know if I want to go paddleboarding, being like physical, trying to be all like on a board and maybe even try and stand up and fall in the water and shit when my ears clogged up. It just feels very unappealing. That's also the argument to be made that I should be going to urgent care though. If I'm like, I don't want to do anything, I want to cancel plans. It's like, maybe I should just go to fucking doctor and clear that shit out. Just get it out. Oh, look. It's Mega EV7. You know what we say about Mega EV7. Is he the best EV on the internet? Nah. We know that. I mean, no offense. But come on. That's been settled fact for a long time. But is he okay? That's what we say. You know? You did amazing at work today. 117 pick rate. Wow, look at you. You totally got better. I knew you'd get better eventually. It's like anything. You do it over and over again, you get better. I mean, you probably peak at a certain point. If you're still doing this like 2 years from now, I bet you're going to hit like a peak number and you're sort of going to hover around there. It's not like the longer you do it, the faster you get to where eventually you'll be going like the speed of light and packing a million things in 5 minutes. It's just not going to get there, but you're definitely going to get better. I remember how worried you were when you first started because you were not hitting those quotas. It's like, as long as they let you hang around long enough to get up to speed, I thought you'd probably be fine. I just didn't know if how strict they might be. Like, oh, you have 2 weeks to meet quota. Or, you know, if there's some weird standard, then whatever. And some game. 45 seconds of some game. Mikey L. Gamer. Yeah. And mostly it's so that Brad doesn't have to watch me stream Final Fantasy 14 for yet another week in a row, because that's the game that I'm playing right now. That, I didn't feel like reading dialogue for 2 hours, which is a lot of what Final Fantasy. It's a lot of reading. It's a very heavy story-based RPG, so sometimes I'm in the mood for that, and sometimes I'm not. You guys would never guess the game that I've chosen to play. Well, you could possibly guess because there is a hint that exists somewhere. But if you haven't seen that hint, you'll never guess what game I'm going to play. Because it's coming out of left field, hardcore. It's not Super Mega Baseball 4. Although one thing I realized is my cords are all messed up, and I unplugged a bunch of shit because Millie's been chewing on things. And I realized that whatever cord I had plugged in for my Xbox controller, because it's a wireless one, is I think it's unplugged right now. So the game I was going to play probably would have worked well with a controller, but I'll never know. But, a little bit of Mountain Dew. I did have some Taco Bell today. And speaking of which, Evie, I saw the video that you posted. I didn't watch it until like right before the stream. But it's a Taco Bell. It's like the future of Taco Bell is here. It's a thing where it's a drive-through. It almost looks like a gas station. Where you just pull up into lanes, and you pull up to a thing and you order, and you pull up to the next thing. It's sort of, it looks almost like pulling up to a gas pump. You pull up next to it, and it's just like it's like one of those vacuum tube things. And whatever you order just goes loop. It gets sucked up into it. Then it opens up and you take off. It just, you don't interact with a person at any point. I was like, holy shit, we need one of those vacuum tubes for Taco Bell hooked up to my apartment. They should have that hooked up to my front door. Or better yet, right here next to my computer. I could just go log on to some website and go tick, 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 and put in my order, and then give it about 90 seconds, then you hear this thump, and then open up the thing. There's my Mexican pizza. Mexican pizza probably gonna be demolished. Like, sir, what can you expect? We had to launch that thing at subsonic speed for 5 miles to get to your house in less than 30 seconds. But yeah. So let's see, what else? What else? Oh, Mike, you missed it. The first 8 minutes of my stream, I didn't have OBS picking up my mic correctly. But God bless Evie and Brad. They stayed here the whole time, watching my welcome screen as I talked, and nobody knew I was saying a damn thing. Because that's the kind of quality that, people have been around for a while. They're like, oh, mic problem again? Yeah, we'll just wait it out. He'll figure it out. any food that reaches you in 30 minutes comes out of you in 30 seconds. That's fair. Did any of you guys watch Ryan George? He's the guy that does the movie pitch series for Screen Rant. He's got his own channel where he does a few different things that are just his own. And one of the series is the first person to ... So it'll be like the first person to ever buy a house, or the first person to get a job, or the first person to ever go on a vacation. And it's always stuff like, like no one's ever heard of a vacation before. And this guy's like, I've just decided I'm going to not work for 5 days. And everyone's like blown away and, that sort of thing. And so they just came out, he just released one within the last couple of days. It's the first person to order fast food. And a guy goes into a restaurant, the restaurant's like, oh yeah, please, we'll have we'll take your seat or whatever. And this guy's like, no, I need my food right now. And so that's a whole sketch where he's trying to introduce his concept. This guy wants his food immediately. And they're like, well, it takes time to prepare the food. And he's like, well, find some way around that. I want my food immediately. You've never heard of Ryan George? Holy shit. I love Ryan George. The Ryan George first series. Now I have to look at it. Because holy shit. He's one of my favorite. And all of his videos are like under 5 minutes. They're super short. Like, usually between 2 and 4 minutes. They're super short. I mean, they're not like TikTok 30 seconds short, but, you know. Yeah, this fast food one is 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes long, and the last 30 seconds or so is he does a sponsor for every video, but does it at the end.
Hi there, hello, welcome to the food place.
I need to leave.
Well, then you shouldn't have come in, probably.
I'm gonna guess I guess if I show his video, it's gonna they're gonna shut me down. There, it's this guy.
Hi there, hello. Hi there, hello, welcome to the food place.
I need to leave.
Well, then you shouldn't have come in, probably.
I gotta get out of here.
The door you walked in through seems to be the cause of and the solution to the problem you're expressing.
No, you're not understanding me. I want some of the food, but like right now, because I got things to do.
Well, the food's not ready yet, sir.
Well, that just won't do.
You gotta order it and we gotta prepare it, you know?
That shouldn't be my problem, I don't think.
It kind of is, because making food takes some time.
Right. I'd like it not to, please.
Well, I mean, sir, all things take time, and we are powerless to alter this truth, bound by the unyielding progression of moments, all leading to an inevitable end.
Okay, it could take a little bit of time.
So kind of speed up the food making process.
Yeah, I want to be out of here with some food in minutes.
Now, well, all the food we make takes minutes.
Make it take very few now.
Why?
Money.
That's a good argument. Okay, the food quality might drop, though.
I'll survive.
Well, maybe not when you hear about the things I think we'd have to do.
Hit me. Not what I meant. Tell me the things.
Oh, sorry about the violence.
It's fine. This is taking too many minutes. Tell me the things now, please.
Right, well, I could prepare food well before you get here and just kind of heat it up when you want it.
Love it.
But that would mean we'd have to keep the food warm for hours.
Just shove a bunch of chemicals in there to preserve it. I might not get sick.
You might not vomit, but you will feel terrible.
What other strategies you got? I want to see you shave. Some more time off.
I mean, we could spend like no time on the presentation, just kind of shove the ingredients together and throw it in a bag.
I love it.
It'll probably look absolutely disgusting, though.
Just have it look good in the marketing pictures.
Just have it look completely different?
Yes.
I could kind of fry the food in a big vat of oil. That would cook it pretty fast.
Oh, greasy. I don't see any downside to that.
I mean, it'll probably clog up your arteries, though.
Arteries? You mean those places where they keep all the old paintings? I don't own one of those.
That's museums.
Those are houses for dead people.
That's mausoleums.
That's sweet almond paste.
That's marzipan.
That's a butter substitute.
That's margarine.
What's margarine?
It's like fatty oil.
Well, that'll clog up your heart tubes.
Oh my God.
I also demand a small toy with my meal. I don't think I'm being unreasonable.
Get out.
Hi there, hello, it's me.
All right. So I realized it was only 2 minutes long, so I said screw it. Hopefully I don't get a strike for that. That's right, George. He does a bunch of videos like that. I know I'm getting cynical reactions from Brad, but I find some of them to be pretty funny. I like them. I like them. I like them a lot. I've watched tons of his videos. They're all very short and they make me laugh. There's like the first guy to own a cat. Let me see. I'm not going to show you guys the other videos. Like the first guy to ever scam someone, the first guy to ever ride a horse, the first guy to ever eat an egg. It's like all the stuff like when no one did it before and the first person to do it. The first guy to ever high five. The first guy to ever trick or treat. You know, think about that. Someone just showed up at the house and it wasn't a thing and they're trying to explain why you should give them candy. You know, it's good. It's funny. First guy to ever drink milk. That was a good one. To drink cow's milk. Anyways, there's a lot of things that we do that are kind of funny if it's the first time it's ever been done. Yeah, it sounds like Brad's like, Brad, okay. I should have known you would have hated it, Brad. Okay. The Panchi commercials. Do I still have that in my... I used to have it in one of my settings. I don't have it anymore. So... I don't know if I feel like going and watching old videos. This is just random. This is a random thing. Those videos, those streams where I used to do, where we would watch a bunch of random videos. At a certain point, that habit started being a good way to get a copyright strike. So that's why I was even worried just playing Ryan George's 2-minute video, because that could have shut my whole stream down. Looking at still. No, I'm still excellent connection. Willy Bum Bum. Yeah, I think YouTube's algorithms and blocking technologies have become a lot more aggressive since 2016 when we were doing that shit. Ryan George will be thrilled that I created a Ryan George fan for life. I don't think anyone here, none of the 3 people here were impressed with Ryan George. But I'm not the only one who likes Ryan George. A lot of people like Ryan George. I'm a big fan of Ryan George. You don't like to laugh, Brad. That's fine. If you don't like to think that things are funny, you probably think things are funny, just not that. Anyway. The technologies have really changed. Content today has been good at the ID part forever. Oh, I just noticed at a certain point it seemed like things got more aggressive. It felt to me as though things became more aggressive, and I could get away with less, and my streams would be shut down more quickly. And I always knew, like, oh well, don't stream movies, don't stream like TV shows and shit, don't stream official music videos from, you know, like, don't stream professional like studio content. But then it started happening with just like YouTube videos and shit. Maybe the rights holders are getting more aggressive. You always stream the Super Bowl? Yeah, I'm sure that goes great for you, Brad. Is that why you have a new sock puppet account every year? Well, it's Super Bowl time to create a new Gmail address. So I can stream it. You know how everyone loves to watch the Super Bowl stream. All right. Well, now that you've seen Ryan George, obviously didn't impress anyone, but I like it. I could spend the whole evening watching Ryan George with you guys. I probably would get a strike if I did that. Nintendo DMCA'd your erotic Luigi's Mansion fan fiction? What? You're just about to get to the good part where it's revealed what Luigi does with the vacuum. I think you're making that up, Mike. I think you're making that up. For humorous effect. Ha. This is me understanding humor. Ha. Ha. Have I never received a strike? No, actually, no one has struck me. Not on this channel. I got a strike on another channel before. Got a DMCA takedown. But it was another content provider who was not. They backed down when they found out I was a lawyer. I mean, the reality is, if we'd fought it out, there's a good chance, you know, there's no slam dunks for fair use. Or what you're doing will be considered fair use, but yeah. I don't know that I think the actual DMCA takedowns, somebody has to manually review those. You don't get and you don't get DMCA takedowns like from a content ID match. Your video will get blocked worldwide during a content ID match, and your stream will be disabled. And I think that's the worst. I think that's usually the worst that'll happen, like during the stream. So the thing is someone like, well, no, probably no one's gonna be paying attention to what I'm doing so much. I don't know how often copyright strikes happen, especially if it's like hey, look, there's this guy called Gaming Lawyer. He gets 12 views per video. and he was streaming some Ryan George stuff. I doubt he's got like Ryan George has people that are like, shit, we better pursue this. This guy spent 10 minutes. He streamed 4 of his favorite first guide to ever videos. We gotta pursue legal action. Hey, your mom says hi. Hi, Evie's mom. Hello. I don't have my camera on this week, otherwise I'd wave. But today, this was a no cam kind of week. Like, technically you're making it up. You wouldn't be the least bit surprised if that fan fiction actually exists. Oh, yeah, no. If you could come up with it on the spur of the moment, I bet at least 50 people have done it. Some erotic fiction. Do I still have a dog? Are you asking me that, Brad? Yeah. I don't know where she's at right now. She was sitting on my bed when I was setting up the stream, and she was sleeping. And then at some point she took off. I'm sure she'll be back in here spazzing out, trying to get me to play the whole drop the thing off of the bed and throw it back to her game. That's like her favorite thing now. Spry roaming the neighborhood? No. No, she's let's see, is there any new weird things with her? Not really. She's gotten more like bitey again. Where when she's playful and you pet her, she'll want to bite, like play bite, like wrestle. And then you try to get her not to do it, and then it becomes like a game to not do it. But really, I need to get stricter on it. Because I'll be like, don't do that. But I'm sort of like wrestling with her, so like to keep her from biting me, but that itself becomes the game. Don't you do that. Like, not very chastising. She's roaming the neighborhood or eating a jar of mayonnaise. Oh. Don't do that, stupid name you just made up. Don't do that, mooey pooey poo poo. Speaking of which, she's become an aggressive poo eater. She does not miss a poo if she can. Like, she goes after all of them now. So that's fun. And then after she's had a nice big poo and done some chewing on, like she just came into my room right now looking kind of friendly. I'll bet she just ate some shit. Did you just eat poo? You know what? And she's smacking her lips too. I'm going to look outside. And if I see on your pee pad a disassembled poop, I'm going to know what you've been doing, silly. Hold on, I got to check this shit. Yeah, I'm going to check this. No, in fact, she just came in, I believe, because she wants to play. She very clearly wants to play. Want to play with giraffe? Yeah? Alright. Arguing with her like a lawyer? You have no grounds upon which to bite me. There you go. Where's the squeaker on this one? Ooh, there's a squeaker. And she's taken... When you're going to throw something to her, she gets excited and barks. And growls. She growls when she catches stuff now. Sort of like... you ever watch like tennis matches where every time they swing for the racket at the ball, and they go like... Rah! That's like Millie. Anytime she catches anything, like a ball or anything we throw to her, she's like, "Rawr!" She's looking super serious right now, though, too. Like, when she wants to play, she doesn't look like a fun-loving puppy. She looks at you like, this is fucking serious. You better throw that shit, or things are gonna get real. Throw that right now. Yeah, hi, Moo. Sorry, I wasn't yelling at you. Here. How you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Too bad I don't have my camera so you can see me playing stupid games with my dog. I could present the feces on her teeth using the principles found in evidence, a structured approach. Well, the thing is, what am I going to do? Prove to her that she's eating shit? She knows it. We have a little cooling blanket on the ground in the corner of my room. The other day, I turned around. I think I was working, or maybe I was playing Final Fantasy. I turned around, and she had a piece of poop that she's broken all up in a bunch of pieces she was screwing with on her blanket, like right in front of me. We even give her these, these treat things that, with special herbs and stuff that's supposed to make her poo taste bad. I don't know. I think it's like, for her, it's like an acquired taste. It's, yeah, it's extra pungent now. Extra great. So, we're still looking into some options. If your dog farted and someone blamed it on you, how would you defend yourself in court? But yeah, she's too smart for that shit. For years, I've been blaming Chauncey for that shit. Chauncey is not smart enough to defend herself. So, Chauncey is a prolific ventriloquist farter. I could be in the kitchen in the other room, and somehow she'll make it sound like it's coming out of the kitchen, like Chauncey. Gonna make people think that was me. You bad bird. If I farted and wanted the dog to take the blame, what legal loopholes would you use? She's looking at me and wagging her tail. I don't know, why is she so adorable? Moo, what are you doing? What are you doing, Sam? What? For all her weird problems, and we're probably ruining her by not being disciplined enough and spoiling her too much, but like, I just looked over, she's got 2 toys under her chin. She's on the bed, pinned on the toys, looking up at me, and just with the, puppy dog eye, she's just looking up at me with the puppy dog eye, and her tail's just going thump, thump, thump. Now it's getting serious though. She dropped one of the things on the ground, which is throwing down the gauntlet. It's like she drops on the ground. It's time for me to spring into action. So that's what that bark was. She dropped on the ground, and when I didn't immediately take action on it, that was the bark. So, now the thing is, I can tell her that I can't play right now, and she understands that. If there's a certain tone, like an apologetic tone, and she'll understand that. Sometimes that ends up, she's like, well, fine, I'm going to make an extra poo right now, and I'm going to eat it, spread it all over the living room. So I hope you're probably going to come to regret that you didn't want to play with me, but I understand what you're saying, and I will respect that. I'm going to leave the room now and do something that you're going to be really sorry that you weren't instead just playing with me. We're totally derailed from what, though, Brad? From me sharing Ryan George videos? And what were we doing before? That you were like, we are on track, baby. We are on track, and then I brought up the dog. And the fact is, the reason the dog is taking center stage is because the dog entered the room and started demanding my attention. So it wasn't solely that you brought up the dog. It's just by coincidence. Maybe she could sense that we were talking about her. By sheer coincidence, she showed up. Here, I'll give this to her, see what happens. Here you go. Hey. I'm sorry I can't play right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't play right now. I have to talk into this microphone and do work. This is like work. It's like a Zoom meeting. I have to talk to people who are just going to ruthlessly scrutinize everything that I say. Certain people more than others. Right. She looks very sympathetic now. She's like, who would be sitting there scrutinizing your words? Picking everything apart. Disagreeing. Disapproving. Who would do such a thing? Things were going smoothly, just as they should have. You get it. You go very long without talking about your grandchildren. Or you can't go very long. Well, the fact is, if you were doing a stream, this is what it'd be like. If someone's like, hey, what's going on? You still have a grandkid, or did you lose them or something? You're like, oh, yeah, I still got a grandkid. He's fine. He didn't run away. And then a couple minutes later, grandkid comes tearing into the room and is hanging off the curtains and screaming and everything else. It's not that someone brought up the grandkid is what derailed the conversation. It's what happened afterwards, you know? But it's true. I talk about my dog a lot. What was the big new thing we did today? Amanda is looking for more things to, like, activity type foods or activity things to keep her busy without it being like a fetch, run around, like, super physical thing. And one thing that she found was apparently you give them a head. You get a whole head of iceberg lettuce. You can still get those, like, relatively cheap. And you just give them the head of iceberg lettuce. And they like tearing it apart, and they can eat it if they want to. Mostly just like tearing it up. But goddamn, she did like it. There's lettuce all over the house. But it's better than when she tears up, like, paper and eats that. You know? But that was exciting. It'd be like, oh no, I no longer have grandchildren. They were insolent and brought dishonor upon my house. So I ate them. Well, I'm pretty sure that's exactly the sort of scenario that Brad expects to hear from me when it comes to my dog. When he asks a question like, do you still have a dog? Brad, do you still have a dog? Was it Anya? Anya? I can't remember your dog. I think it was Anya. Do you still have a dog? And how is that going for you? Are you enjoying being a puppy owner? Every time I ask, the answer to that seems to be a resounding no. Do I still have Millie pictures here? There she is. She looks slightly less cute now. She looks more adult and wolf-like and scary. But she's still cute when she wants to be. She still fools the people that we meet when we're going out on walks. You're like, oh, what a cute little dog. And she'll look up in their eyes and they'll be like, oh, she's so adorable. But when she wants to play with her octopus, she drops that thing down, looks me in the eye. She looks like a dire wolf. She's like a hellhound. Like she's gonna eat my soul if I don't throw that thing. All right. So, it's going so-so. Doesn't want to do training much. Which, fortunately, is not exactly your problem. You just get to hate the externalities? Not exactly sure what you mean by that. Uh-oh. Oh, the dog is nice to you. Oh, that's good. Okay. Okay, Florence is the dog trainer. Yeah, Millie is, she's sort of been trained on certain things. Other things, not so much. Like the whole loose leash walking thing, she hasn't really got that down. She's still always pulling on her leash. There's certain things that have just snowballed. So, like, she still freaks out at cars. No, whatever tip we've gotten about cars, nothing's worked. And... you know, so now I just try to avoid going by cars or Anyways, that's still a problem. She has evolving neurosis, so like she's scared of the blender. Every time I use the blender to make a Huel smoothie, Brad, she gets more and more out of her mind. That's not getting better. And even I pour her, when I'm done, I pour her a little itty bitty like dish of Huel, and she likes it. And it's gotten to the point now where on hot days we give her ice cubes, but she loves ice cubes as treats. But when she hears me getting the ice cubes out of the freezer, she starts freaking out because she thinks I'm about to make a smoothie. She knows that the sound of me getting ice cubes is the first step that leads to me turning the blender on eventually. And that's what I mean. Like, she's too smart. She's a perfect mixture of smart and dumb. She's smart enough to be able to find the fine signs to be able to predict when I might be using the blender, based on very subtle signs. Too dumb to realize that the blender is nothing to be afraid of. And then the other day, when it was hot, and I took on a late walk yesterday because it was like 100 degrees during the day. And so I took her a walk like after 9. It was still warm, but cool enough to go for a walk. She was all heated, so when we came back, I went in the kitchen. It was in the dark. I got an ice cube. She starts barking. She starts panic barking, thinking, oh, ice cube, he's going to make a smoothie again. And I left the kitchen with the ice cube. I'm like, okay, look, I just got ice cubes. Come on, let's go. And as I walked away, she was still barking at the kitchen. Like nothing was in there. What does she think? The smoothie's going to just go? Like there's some creature in there that sounds like smoothie making that makes the blender turn on? I don't know. But once she heard me manipulating the ice cubes, that triggered her panic response. I wish she was less good at making connections. Because when she's afraid of something, anything she associates with that thing will trigger her. Let's see, you let her sit on the sofa with you, which is fine. You've got to put a blanket on yourself so pee doesn't leak out of her? What? Why is pee leaking out of her? Well, she's just sitting on the sofa? I mean, the problem that Millie has is she's still peeing on these pads, and she's getting bigger. And so now when she pees on the pad, it's like the small pool comes out, and she ends up standing in it. Like, her hind feet will be in this pool of pee by the time she's done. And then when she walks away from the pad, she leaves pee footprints for the first little bit. So that's great. We bought like steam cleaners and all sorts of other shit. So we're keeping on top of that. But it's gross. But it's not like we're just sitting on the couch and then I look at her and just like piss is coming out. Brad is speaking like someone who doesn't have a dog. Someone whose partner has a dog and he simply tolerates that. Yeah, not incorrect. That's basically what it is. Hold on, she's freaking out. I gotta see what she's doing. What are you doing? this? Yeah, that's pretty good, huh? Oh yeah, you should have some more of that. Weirdo. She's gotten into this thing where she barks at her food dish. Not her food dish, her water dish, her water bowl. And it's just randomly. Most of the time she drinks out of it, it's fine. But certain times she gets in this mode where she just will freak out at it. And she'll like dump it over and she'll pick it up and she'll run around the house with it and toss it all over the place. So right now I just gave her a trachea, which is one of the things where once she gets going on one of those, it'll keep her busy for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, longer sometimes. But she thinks it's gross. We have this stuff for dogs. It's like Cheese Whiz. We call it Puppy Whiz. So I have to put a little bit of Puppy Whiz inside the trachea. And she loves the Puppy Whiz. And so then she starts to eat the trachea. Once she starts chewing on the trachea, she's all hooked. She's into it. But if you just give her the trachea straight, she looks at it like, oh, that's kind of gross. You like the dog a lot, but you wish it lived somewhere else and I could visit it when I chose to and never clean up after it. That's fair. She has a weak bladder and kidney. When she relaxes, she tends to pee a bit. Oh no! And overnight, she tends to pee completely. So like if you're sleeping, wherever she's sleeping, she's just releasing throughout the night. She will have released a full bladder of piss. Millie's got bladder control. She's got too much bladder control. That's why, like, we go on these walks. She won't go to the bathroom. She wants to save it. I don't know if it's because she feels uncomfortable, or we made such a big deal when we first got her as a puppy about like how great it was to pee on the pads. Because she learned that pretty quick in our house. Not peeing on the carpet, peeing on the pads. She got that down pretty good. We made a big fuss about how great it was when she did it. And now maybe she's just like, we're going for a walk, and she's like, oh, that patch of lawn, I can smell that like 5 of the dogs have pissed there. I would love to. I really would. But my parents, they prefer for me to pee on the pads up in the living room. So I'm just going to hold it. You love your eldest son, but you wish he lived somewhere else you could visit him and never clean up after him. Oh, his girlfriend or his son. Oh, Mike, real life. You knew that she had this problem when you got her, but it had been very minor. It's really flared up. Is this like a breed thing? Because certain breeds have tendencies for like more urinary issues. Or is it like a specific her problem? Like for some reason, there's certain little dogs, like wiener dogs, like dachshunds and I don't know if it's chihuahuas, but I know there's certain dogs that people in our family have had. Like they'd always keep getting the same breeds. And I know those wiener dogs, they get real excited and they roll on their back when you first meet them. And pee while you're rubbing their belly because they're so excited. This is an individual thing. She's inbred. Is that another word for purebred? The inbred? Is that what it takes to be like, hey, this dog has got the official paperwork. We had to spend $2,000. And his genetics are more screwed up than, an English duke. I say. Did you see my papers? Oh, hold on. I gotta pee myself. Sorry, that's not nice. All purebred dogs are inbred and probably have some sort of issue. That's pretty good. Hey, she's eating her trachea now. That'll keep her busy for a little while. All right. So, I'm going to tell you guys what I was planning on playing. Because, Brad, you might have played this. Maybe you'll have an opinion. But that game, Grease, Gris, it was on Humble Choice, like, I don't know, a couple years ago. It's just been sitting in my library. It's super highly reviewed. Supposedly not that big of a game. And so I was tentatively thinking, and it was a quick download. It was only like a gig to download. So I downloaded it. I was tentatively planning to play that. Are you familiar with that game, Brad? Greece. I think it's one of those games that, like, probably most people haven't heard of. You feel like it's also sitting in your account unplayed? So does that mean that you think this is an acceptable alternative to Final Fantasy XIV? Is something you'd be curious to see? Or just like, I didn't play it because I thought it looked like shit. And fuck you. Like, oh, damn. My imaginary Brad is very, very vicious. Let's see. But yeah, so that was tentatively what I was thinking about playing. It's way better to Final Fantasy XIV, probably. I'm just hoping it's not like... It's not a game like, oh, you really should play this on a controller. Because my controller is like... I'm going to have to do some rewiring in the back of my computer to figure out how to plug the damn thing in again. I got a mess of wires behind my computer. Alright. Because what were the other options that I was considering? Vampire Survivors. It's like a nice light game. Something rando like Forever Skies, which you hated. I didn't feel like the whole... I thought about Scald. That game looks like Ultima, but really to get... Like, that's a game that's a bit chunky to get back into. If you're only planning on doing it for a few hours and then, like, you know, not playing it. But this one's like, I could do it and then maybe finish it in another stream. Something like that. Oh, now Brad's going to leave right when I was going to play the game, just for his benefit. But, well, of course, Brad's working, so he has probably a good excuse. I wonder how long Brad's going to be. We're just, however long it takes for Brad to come back, we'll wait. We'll wait. I won't play the game till Brad gets back. How does that sound? We'll just sit here on the welcome screen. Don't wait. Okay. It will be a bit. Uh-oh. What if I'm not even streaming anymore? I might as well just play Final Fantasy XIV. I could show Evie my character in Final Fantasy XIV while Brad's gone. I mean, it does say Greece as like the game in my... That I will get to it. But, you know. I'm not going to play Final Fantasy XIV. But I might, like, play it a little bit.
45 seconds of gameplay.
Hey, Brian. I've had a decent week. Sure. Can't complain too much. I did say I wasn't going to play Final Fantasy, but then Brad left. Now I will. Oh, and the queue is only 18 people, which means I'll be in real fast. How you doing, Brian? Welcome back. Have a little bit more. The end of my Mountain Dew for my Taco Bell lunch. That's another thing I didn't do. I didn't eat before my stream. I finished my Taco Bell at like 4. Now loading. So Evie, I'm under the impression you just basically didn't, you know, you tried Final Fantasy, you thought it was cool, but you're not like actively playing it. But I like, this is the this is the main city from the next expansion that I just got to. And I think it's really cool. It's in some ways one of the most impressive, it's the most impressive city in the game that I've encountered so far. Although I like a lot of the cities for different reasons. But this is just like, look at this, the little gardens and the architecture. Like I would want to take a vacation here. This would be like touring Europe or someplace. Like it's very much like French-ish. So this is all I'm really gonna do. I'm not gonna do any quests. I'm just gonna run around a little bit in this town because I think it's super cool. Like just all these little, like, you know, this little walkway back here with the little, like the gardens. And then just this little tunnel in here, and just like the light and the way the lighting looks. I don't know, I just love it. It feels like it's like Disneyland. Just got this very like cool quality to it. I haven't even been inside some of these big buildings yet. When I played this a few years ago, I just got into this city. And that's sort of when I stopped playing. So I'm like just a few quests away from... I got pretty far when I played this a couple years ago. I think this door doesn't open. That's like closed off. Okay. And I think the music is pretty cool. What are you doing, Moo? Alright, she's doing something weird. What's the matter? What are you doing, Mills? You silly girl. She's weird. But yeah. Pretty cool city. I'm guessing, Evie, your character was like late level, like 20s, right? Because this is a city that does feature in the main game, but it's a place where it's closed off from the rest of the world. No one's allowed in. So you may have heard of this. At a certain point, you will have heard of this city, but I don't think you will have heard of it at the point where you are in the game. But for probably about half of the base game, and then into the new game plus, there you can see this city like off in the distance, looking all impressive, but you're not allowed to go there. Let's see, where was the downstairs part? See, as soon as I pick up a quest, it just end up being all reading, though. There's so much... Well, I think there will be a little bit more balance. But the story, between A Realm Reborn and this, there's a shit ton of dialogue and story. How do I go downstairs? This is all just the upper city, which is, you know, it's arguably the more impressive part of the city. Oh, I think I can go down here. Yeah, a big fountain. It's nice. The snow reminds you of Skyrim City? Yeah, totally. It's got some pretty epic music, too. But I think this is like where some of the more common looking neighborhoods are. It's a little more run down here. But all of it I think is pretty cool. And it's huge. Well, I guess a lot of the cities are pretty big. Like Old Da is pretty huge. Verdania is not very big. Limsa Laments is kind of big-ish, but this is probably the biggest. This might be the biggest of all the cities that we've encountered so far. And I'll leave so you can see in the base game where you can see this city. Before you're allowed to get to it, you end up seeing it in the background a ton. And it's a zone where probably you may have been already, or you would be soon in your game. Oh, can I not leave? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go. And this whole thing is just their big gateway. This is just the gateway from the mainland to their city. And this is the zone that you would have access to now. This is a Realm Reborn base game zone. But there's this, it's just this huge gatehouse that opens up to this massive bridge that goes across this giant chasm, and that's the massive city in the background. It's called Ishtar. Or Ishtar, I think. Ishtar? Ishgard? Ishgard. And so, in the main game, you spend a lot of time, and this is like super snowy zone. It's cool. I like this one too. I like snowy zones too. I liked Skyrim for that reason, but I already kind of liked snowy zones. Oh, and I got a, you can change his appearance of his pet now. So, I actually got his little Eevee and made it gold colored. It was blue by default. So now it looks just like Eevee 23, almost. Except not exactly. But it looks like a little Eevee right there. Hello! Alright. And then I've developed I've been playing my samurai a lot, which I think is pretty badass. I actually, when I first got it, I was hesitant to play it because they gave you all the abilities, and I was like, I'm gonna have to learn a whole bunch of shit. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty badass. Wait, okay, can't do all enemies in a cone before. Okay. This is the one with the flower petals. I like that one. I haven't really developed the other characters. I got new armor and stuff for all my. So this is my paladin. This is what the gladiator becomes at level 30. You can get a quest to become a paladin. It's sort of basically the progression of that. So this is my paladin with his wicked ass, like fiery shield. Pretty badass. And my white mage now, I think he looks pretty badass. Oh, and I got a little dragon pet that I can bring along too. That's pretty cool. This one's part of the story. But it's kind of cool. It follows you around, and sometimes it sits on your shoulder like a parrot, and it'll just like hang out on your shoulder. It doesn't fight. It's just one of those like cosmetic pets. Did I get? Oh, and I got another mount. So this is the regular mount. Is this one? Yeah, the chocobo, sort of like the default one. But at a certain point in the story, I think when you finish the main storyline, they give you this mount. Which is pretty badass. And I'm pretty sure once you can fly in a zone, it doesn't matter what pet you have. Because I don't think this thing lore-wise is supposed to fly, but it goes into like flight mode. I don't know if these things are actually supposed to fly in real life. It's kind of cool though. So anyway, that's all my new exciting toys from Final Fantasy. But yeah, I've been playing quite a bit of this. So I got the summoner with his little Eevee. He's what? He's level 53. He's got a mirror class that's like a shield healer. Scholar, so obviously whatever level your summoner is, the scholar also is. Here's my dragoon. He's level 51. The paladin is level 52. The white mage is currently my highest level character, and it's because when you get past the main storyline in the in-between, there are a lot of dungeons, raid dungeons, that you can't run with NPCs. You have to group with other people. So, if I'm going to group with other people, I'm tending to want to play as either a tank or a healer. And for me, playing a healer is a little less stressful. For some people, it's more stressful to play a healer because you're responsible to keep the other people alive. But the thing is about playing a tank is I feel like you really need to know the dungeon and where to go. Because everyone's sort of following your lead. And if I go into a dungeon as a tank that I've never been in before, it's very like, shit, I hope I'm not going the wrong way. So everyone's sort of following you. Whereas if you're playing a healer, then the healer just follows the tank around and heals the tank. That's the main job for the healer, is to run around and heal the tank, keep the tank alive. So as long as you follow the tank, you keep an eye on the tank's health. And that still can be challenging and tricky sometimes, but at least it's like I know going into it what I need to focus on as the healer. Or sometimes with a tank, it's not, especially if it's a dungeon that's a little more complicated. So it's got like various paths that you can take. Or certain orders in which you have to do things. It's like, I don't know. You might not know that thing going into it. There are a couple dungeons in that last section that were like raid dungeons that were really tricky. They were tricky enough that I actually watched videos of like, how are you supposed to do it? Like I watched videos like, okay, so this boss shows up, he does all this weird shit. You gotta watch out when his eyes turn red because then this is gonna happen and you can all die, you know, whatever, all sorts of shit like that. Normally I don't have to do that stuff. But, oh yeah, and then finally my samurai. Samurai is level 52 as well. I think the samurai is pretty badass looking. All right, we'll get back to where I was. All right. So there's my next main story quest. Oh, it's brighter. This place is pretty cool looking during the day too, now that I'm looking at it. I think this is the first time I've seen this city this time where it's not like either nighttime or in a real gloomy, foggy weather. Pretty cool. Although the people in this city hate dragons. It's like their mortal enemy, so I probably wouldn't have this pet summoned. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the funny thing is this dragon is actually a character in the story. So even if you don't have it summoned, once in a while it'll show up next to your side and like say something or talk about what's going on. So, but it's like a lot of the little pets that you get, they have nothing to do with the story. It's just like, hey, here's a little, you know, a little monster pet or whatever that you can summon, and it's cute. All right, I better log out of this before Brad comes back. But I figured, at this point, I think you're the only one here, Evie. I don't know, is anyone else here? They're showing 2 viewers, but half the time the second viewer is me. Maybe Umbreon is still here. That's when I started playing Final Fantasy, and whoever else was here left. Or when Brad left, they're just like, well, what's the point of staying here? Brad's not here anymore. Alright, let's get my controller gamepad thing ready to go. Default. Alright, so hopefully this thing won't be garbage on a mouse and keyboard setup.
45 seconds of gameplay.
I don't know if it's called Gris or Grease or what. But supposedly people love this shit. If OBS would be so kind as to capture it, I would love that for us. OBS! There we go. Alright, so that sort of works so far. That's not cool. Do I have to hit enter? Yes, apparently I do. So this game is... It gets a lot of praise for its, like, beautiful art style. Oh boy. It's very pretty. Yeah, actually, I know very little about what this game actually is about, or what you do, or what the story is, or anything. So it's kind of exciting to be going into a game like this. I just know it's got like a 95% positive, like overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam, and I've seen it mentioned in videos for its art style. And hey, Ethan, howdy, man. Am I playing yet? Oh, yeah, I'm playing. That's me making her turn. Can she jump? Oh, no, she doesn't jump. She just plops down. Oh, dark. Depressing. All right, get up. All right. I've known people like this. Oh, man. I'm going to go to the cafe and I'm going to read books about philosophy and postmodernism. Drink black coffee. Brewed. What's that? What are those little guys? They're going the other way. Does that mean I should be going the other way? Oh, no, she's depressed now. She's having... Oh, now she's running. Now she can jump. I guess she got over that shit. Alright. I don't think I even have to be jumping. Those rocks are in like the foreground. Oh. Yeah, it is pretty cool looking. It's like being inside somebody's drawing too. I probably, as someone who likes to draw, probably like you. It's like, yeah, this feels like being inside somebody's drawing, like their sketch pad. What's this? All right. Oh, now I'm being followed by a little little dotty line thingy. All right. Don't exactly know what that means, but sure. Off we go. Wait, I'm at the... Hey. So now what? It won't let me go that way anymore. Guess I have to go back. I climb... Oh, here we go. See, can I go up here now? Boom. Oh, I can! There's another dot up here. Now I've got 2 dots. Wait, can I still go the other way? What's this little critter? There's a little thingy right there. Okay, I can keep going that way for sure. But now I want to see if there's more up here I should be looking at. Here's another dotty thing. Ooh. Oh, so like these little dots, I guess, used to like sort of like a connect the dots thing. Can I get one more of them and I can cross? There's a dot up here. Can I climb up there? I don't know how I'm supposed to get. That's right, but hold the dots. I don't know how I'm supposed to get up there. All right, this is oh, what the heck? Did I just spend all my dots? Wow, that's kind of cool, though. Do I keep... So now I have the 3 dots. And I think if I go back here, I needed 3 dots to go across this thing. There we go. Alright, I don't know what any of this means, but it's kind of cool. There's some hands coming out of the ground. That's not weird. I mean, only red is being colored in. That's ominous. Is that a good thing? That there's some color now? Red. A color has been brought back. I guess that is a good thing. That you can't see that, but that's the achievement just popped up. So even though I have no idea really what this game is, what's going on, I can see the sort of in an abstract way that everything is white, black and white, and apparently I'm bringing color into the world. Wait, was there a thing over there that I was supposed to be able to get to? No, I don't think so. I still got all my dots with me. Where are they off to? They just took off. I needed those dots, I think. Do I not have any dots anymore? I better go up and get them, huh? Those rascally dots. I have a feeling if I jump off here, I'm not getting anywhere fast. Yep, right back down to the bottom. Okay, is anything on the ground level I should be looking for? It's back here. All right. Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, she can jump too. Wow, she can jump. The music is really nice in this game too. No going back now. Wow. Nope. Literally no going back. Oh. Oh, this is just the like the title intro. All right, up, 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 up. This feels intuitively wrong. Yeah, she's fine. Anything this way before I move forward? My intuition would be to go to the right. Ooh. Hey, dots. I got the dots. But they're not following me. Oh well. I'm sure I just accomplished something. What, you ask? I don't know. But it went ding. So there's that. I'm gonna roll with it, you know? I don't know what it means. This is like a dream. I have no idea what's going on, but it's kind of cool. Little pyramids in the background. Those are mountains. Ooh, that's cool. Whoa. Abrupt dust storm. Hey, what's this little guy? Can I step onto you? Can I jump on this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I guess that's the thing I'm gonna have to contend with for every few seconds. Not exactly sure why I came up here, but you know, I did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is his like a metaphor for life? You push forward, even though the sandy, windy storm pushes you back. Hey, there's a little star thing. Do I get to keep this one? Who knows? If the game says so. Oh, wait. So I guess I'm inside and considered protected. Whoa! Uh-oh. I feel like it's not supposed to fall off. Uh-oh, here we go. Protect the dots! Here we go. I think I need to stay in here till the next storm passes. Oh, I need another dot. I don't think there's any other way to go up there, so I'll just keep going forward on the ground, I guess. And then, there we go. Now we go back. I got 2 dots. Well, now I'm trying to run with the wind. Why can't I just go super fast? Speaking of super fast, I would not mind a sprint button. Alright, the storm's coming. They're too heavy. No sprinting for you. Yeesh. Come on, dots. Let's go find some more colors. Oh, no. Oh, I got close enough to the shelter, I guess. What did I just end up in some creatures? This is spooky. There's another. Is that another light for me, though? Yeah, the red sand, I agree. It looks pretty cool. Oh, what is that? Am I going to break this up? This ground here feels like I could break it. Alright, doesn't look like it's actually breaking. It just feels like just a couple more jumps and it's gonna be gone. Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry now. I should have had dinner. Just wasn't thinking. How do I get up there? Oh! It took my two little lights, my two dots. That's cool. Hold X. Hold what? I don't understand what that means, hold. Yeah, controls, that'd be nice. What if I do not have an Xbox controller? So they're clearly saying to use the X on the Xbox controller. But let's pretend for a moment. Oh, keyboard, here we go. Oh, it's K. Oh, that's stupid. Can we change that to... Why K? Yeah, why don't we do, can I do shift? Yeah, let's try again. Left control. All right. All right. Well, now I think I can break through that thing I saw earlier. But as long as I'm all the way over here, I might as well see if there's any going forward. There we go. I can keep going. I shouldn't have done that. Wow, the storms are, seem to be a little more frequent and intense over here. There we go. Oh. I think I can break this one too. Oh man. Where am I ending up though? This is am I going to hell? Oh my god. What a dark and desolate place this is. What an odd ground. Looked like I was going to hell. I don't know quite where I am. This is a... What? This is, whoa. Well, that's kind of cool. Can I break this shit with my, Yep, just gonna wreck some shit. Interesting. Jump up on this and break that guy? Yeah. Oh, yes. Yep, just gonna come down here and wreck some shit. It's interesting, Brad. I don't think it's for everybody. I'm not sure if you like it. Maybe you think it was awesome. Maybe you think it was it feels very artistic, a little bit pretentious, but also kind of interesting. Guess I'll go this way. Just like me, it's very beautiful. Oh, Brad. Thank you. I'm enjoying it. I think it's kind of neat. Oh, up we go. Artistic, pretentious, and interesting go hand in hand. Not always. Sometimes it can be irritating, infuriating. It could still be interesting. Not enough games are artistic or pretentious. I think there's plenty of pretentious ones out there. Technically, most games do have a lot of art in them. They're just not showcased. They're not brought to this fore. But you could go into any game, like you go into a Call of Duty game, and probably find some amazing, like, architectural flair in certain places that you're just never going to pay attention to, because all you're paying attention to the game is, like, blowing shit up. Oh. Oh, can I wreck these guys? Oh, sweet. I couldn't wreck it, but I could climb up on top of them. I don't know if I'm accomplishing anything with that. Alright, so apparently I need 4 dots to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots to get across whatever that is. This I do. Ooh, did I just get something? What are you doing, Moo? You just bark at me for it. Hold on. Now that Brad's back, Millie is also back. And she is demanding my attention. Hi. What are you doing? Huh? Come here. What are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing? Don't play with giraffe. Oh yeah, get that giraffe. Yeah. Good job. Good job, Millie. You are so very ferocious. All right. Yep, because you know it's 10 p.m. It's time to engage in some vigorous play. Even if Call of Duty has a nice building here or there, the game is for a pretty low form of art. Well, that's the thing about a game like Call of Duty, is they're gonna drop $50 million or $100 million or however much money they put into that stuff. There are some amazing artists that get commissioned to do things in those games that might be of high artistic value, but for no real reason for them to be there aside from like to be background dressing, right? That's not at all the point of the game or the focus of the game. All right, hey, you need to relax. I can't play right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't play right now. Sorry, good girl. Thank you. Now she just like laid down in the bed looking sad. I know you want to play. I can't play right now. Sometimes when it's late like this and she's getting those, she's tired, but she doesn't want to, she's fighting it like a toddler. And she has some like late zoomy starting to build up. Sometimes if you tell her, I can't play right now, she'll just lay down and go fine, and then go to sleep and like sleep the whole night. Other times, we're not so lucky. Ooh. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I can do a thing with that. With my 2 stars. Hold on. Now I feel like I better figure out what she's doing. She just ran out of here like she had a purpose. Sometimes that can be a problem. Haha, crisis averted. Yes. Yes, I headed you off at the pass. She did, in fact, she made a big poopy out of her outside pad. And I'm pretty sure she just was going to go get a drink of water and then go out and eat the poopy. I intercepted it. It doesn't... Now, I can't for sure tell that she hadn't been eating the poopy, but usually she makes kind of a mess when she eats it. Like, she breaks it up into pieces, and there's pieces of poopy everywhere when she's been messing with it. It says, I don't know what she is eating it or just playing with it or what, but she makes a mess. And I saw no such evidence of that mess, so I think we might have prevented another poopy disaster. Ah, the joys of being a dog owner. All right. Hold on. Let's get my situation here. Set up again. Okay. Mic's in place. Very good. Go up this? No. Oh, that's precarious. Alright, I feel like I missed something here. Oh, okay. Ah. Get up on this thing? No. Ah. I see. I'm pretty pleased with... Now I've got 3 dots. I don't think there was anything else for me over here, but let's see what happens. Right, the other one. Now I can go up here. I don't know if I want it. Yep. Okay. Cool. I don't know what I need up here. Oh, I can go up the windmill. Holy moly. I don't know. Oh, I see. Nice. Did I get more color in the world? What did I just do? I have no idea what that just accomplished. But I'll take it. So I think we just go back now. Am I doing really good, Brad? I don't know. Do you think this stacks up against Final Fantasy XIV? Oh. Nice touching. Thank you, Brad. It is better than that? Alright. I did actually play Final Fantasy for about 10 minutes while you were gone. Because basically Evie was the only person here. So I showed her where my character was at. But I made sure to clear the hell out of there long before you got back, Brad. Because I'd made a no Final Fantasy XIV guarantee of sorts. But the only promise is that you wouldn't have to watch Final Fantasy XIV. All right. Is there a point to that? Hmm. I mean, I don't know why I want to make this thing go down, but I do. Oh. Everything happened. I used my power of fucking around. Made a thing happen. The game designers probably not like it if I refer to my style of play as that. But, you know, what happened. He went home and immediately cleaned up a little dog pee. Yeah, we did prevent, unless she just, sometimes I think she's like, all right, well, I have, I'm going to do 0.75 of my poo because I know he's going to take away some of it. You know, I'm going to keep going up in this thing before I leave. Oh, maybe not. I feel like I can go higher in here. All right. So I need more dots. We also ate some fried noodles, so it wasn't a total loss. Well, I'm glad to hear that. That sounds good. Fried noodles. Oh, shit. I can go on the other way, too. Oops. Yeah, I still need to have dinner. Did I already go this way? Oh, no, I didn't. There's a dot. Wait. Oh, what a pickle I find myself in now. I guess I can't get over there. Oh, hello. How do I get on top of you? All right. Oh, that probably was not right. Eat the giant red rock? Hold on. Ooh. Oh, look at, no. I didn't have to eat anything, Brad. I didn't even have to use the power of my imagination. Alright, I don't think there was anything else over to the left up here that I can get to, but I'm gonna double check. Yeah, I think this was the end. Yeah, nothing there. That's one of the cool things about Humble Choice is you end up with just random shit in your library. And some of it's like, hey, like you'll hear some recommendation for a game and be like, hey, do I own that game? Oh wait, no, I've got the extra thing now. Oh, I guess I need 4 dots. Never mind. F me. Oh. I'll go this way. Probably there's another dot over here to be had. Oh, there was a dot right there for me to get. How's I supposed to get to that? Alright, let me see if I can... It's like one of those games where you can just push down and go. Apparently not. I think I can't get down there right now. And this is where I just got up. Very clearly a dot over there for me to be had, if I can figure out how to get to it. Oh, I can break this thing. And that's attached to stuff above it. Yeah. Oh, I bet that did the trick. Rearranged platform, so now I can get to the thing I want. Or did I just fuck it up because I didn't act quickly enough? We'll see. Can I do this? Oh, yeah. All right, there we go. Was there more for me to do up there? Now that I look at it, looks like there might have been a little more for me to look at up there. I can get up there quickly enough. Go, 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 go. Oi! Yeah, baby. Not sure why I wanted to do that, but, you know. Oh. Oh, another one of these things. Again, don't really know what it does, but it goes ding, and it sounds very impressive, so good on me. All right, now I should have all the stuff. There we go. All the stuff that I need. Get across this. Hey, Belle. Ringy dingy. Oh. Can I jump on this? No. I bet I can later. Oh, here we go. All right. So maybe somewhere I can get higher up and jump down onto it? We'll have to keep looking, but I don't think there's anything else I can do there right now. Well, that's a problem. I've run out of things to do over here. Oh! No, I haven't. I lied. I can jump from here. Didn't quite do it, did it? Alright, let's try that again. Can I go up? All the way up? Ooh, I think I can. Ah! What was all that about? Now why am I Mr. McFoley all the time? I wasn't having this slippy problem before. Okay. I can't go up that. Ah, hold on. Maybe I can go up this side. You get higher, baby. That's right. Wait, can I get even higher? I doubt it. Ooh, can I go to the top? No, I don't think so. All right, hopefully this will be enough. I feel like it was close before. That did the trick. Oh boy. Now what have I done? Oh, is this whole thing going up into the sky? Oh, it's like transported me to another place. Okay. Yeah, it's like a Ferris wheel, yeah. Uh-oh. What is going on here? No cars, though, so you just have to hold the metal. Yeah, that sounds like a great ride. They never let a kid get on that thing nowadays. Not like back in the 80s. Ooh, did I get another color? Oh, that's nice. Having something to offset all that red. I like that. That's cool. Green. A color has been brought back. I like it. So what do you like better, Brad? This or the Talos principle? I considered the Talos principle, but there's also a lot of reading in that I didn't want to deal with. And I didn't want to skip it either. This, okay. Alright, I don't know where I'm going at this point. But I'll go this way. Go that way. Really fast. If something gets in your way, turn. Okay, wait, have I been here before? I feel like I have been here before. Like at the very beginning of the game, I was here. Oh no, this is where it takes my stars away. Or I guess maybe it's building up to something. But I needed those stars in the meantime. But now I can do this. Let's see if there's anything towards this direction that I could break that's going to make a difference. I know I saw at least one place that I could have broken earlier if I'd had this smasher thing. Oh, I guess I'm not going that way anymore. And this is not something I... Oh, I can walk on that. Okay. What is this? Feels like I need a lot of dots, whatever it is. Oh, is this the beginning of the game? I think this is where the whole game... Whoa! Hello! Alright, didn't expect that to happen. Is that butterflies destroyed that shit? Alright, well, I guess I'm going this way now. And looks like a leap of faith is in order. Maybe I can break the end off. That'd be cool. Nope. Apparently not. Nope. Alright. Anytime I can go one of two directions, and I start going, I start feeling slightly lost. Like, should I be going the other way? So I actually feel comforted when it's like, nope, dead end. Now I have to worry about what wonderful secrets am I missing out on by not going the other direction. So what do you think, Brad? Do you think this is a game that had you tried it on your own, you would have enjoyed playing? Oh. Too soothing. All right. So you need a real sweet spot, right? No games with guns, but the game can't be too soothing either. So by soothing, do you mean boring? I'm kind of enjoying it. We'll see if it some game, like I remember the game Journey was an example of one where I was like, I thought it was cool. But then for some reason, like by the time it wrapped up, I was actually emotional. And I feel like this might be one of those games where it's like, I'm very appreciative of the art style. And I think it's doing some cool things that are like intriguing enough to keep me going. And I feel like it's not a game that I've played 100 times over. This is like its own. It's got elements of like platformers and things I've played before, but definitely does not feel like anything I've ever played before. In a good way. Like it's a unique experience. I also like that nothing's trying to kill me. You can still screw up, but the game is like, it's got some challenge to it, but it's not like, oh, I gotta jump on all the mushroom people or whatever. Yeah, a lot of walking between them. Oh, okay. I did it. These puzzles stress me out a little bit, truth be told. I guess I can go from... I'll go this way. It looked like there might have been more ways I could have gone up that thing. And I can see I can break that thing underneath me. So one block just ate another block. Brutal. Shame on you. You just ate your little brother. Don't give me those cute eyes. You look like Millie after she ate poo, and she looks at me and she's like, that's cuddle, Papa. I know what you're about. You just ate. I know what you just ate. Guess I'm not going up there. Now what? I'm not really sure what I just accomplished by getting up there. But now I feel compelled to do it again. Should I have been dropping myself as a brick here? No? Alright, I don't see that there is anything I should have done up here. Alright. Don't know... Is this little guy supposed to be doing something? What's he doing while I go upstairs? Is he following me around underneath? Oh, whoops. Oh. Why is that suddenly so hard? Oh, here we go. That's why. Okay, he is following me underneath. I don't know why that matters, but it's notable. Oh, I can drop these apples. And then he'll eat the apples. Okay. Maybe he'll grow big and strong. And help me do other shit. Alright, here, have another one. And I saw the another one off to the left. God bless your cannibalistic little heart, you little monster. All right. Oh, look it. We're friends now. That's just like Moo after she ate a bunch of poo. That's too good for the cores? The cores are poisonous, Brad. They're not allowed, Brad. Where did he go? Oh. I see some more cores down there. Can I walk along the bottom? Here, come down here where these cores are. Here's an apple for you. They're not allowed, Brad. They're not allowed. Because Mac said. You know what I'm referencing? I've watched Always Sunny way too many times. This is an episode where Mac and Dennis break up. And somehow Mac was the controlling person in that relationship at that point. Yeah, okay. Will you peel it for me? I'm not allowed to eat the skins. Mac won't let me. I'm not allowed. Oh. I never assumed that anyone has the recall I do because I've watched that show way too many times. All right, wait, so I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, for seasons 2 through 9? Okay, that's fair. I still like the newer seasons. They can be a little bit, for me, a little more hit and miss, but when they hit, they still hit hard. Did you watch the most recent season, or I think it was the most recent season, where it turns where it's called The Gang Inflates? I thought that you haven't been keeping up with TV at all. Okay. It's where it turns out Charlie's had a separate, like an extra bedroom in his apartment the whole time that he just doesn't use. Then Frank's like, wait a minute. What's behind that door over there? And it was a door that was always just like, it's been there for 20 years in the whole series. And then he opens it up and there's this whole empty, unused room. He's like, what the fuck, Charlie? This has been here the whole time. I've had lots of dreams like that where I'll be in an apartment and I'll be like, wait a minute, there's this door back here that leads into this whole other, like, big room twice the size of our regular apartment. Why don't we ever use this? I've had that dream so many times. He's like, why have we been sleeping in the same bed when you got a whole extra bedroom? We didn't have to do that? Alright, I'm clearly missing something here. Oh, when I do the drop bomb, it does a little drop bomb. I mean, I don't know why that's helpful. And I'm sorry if I spoiled it for you, Brad. And it's also kind of funny because I don't watch it all the time, but there's the Always Sunny podcast where it's the three main guys talking about, and I think they go over like each episode, but they talk about random stuff. Like sometimes they barely talk about the episode. And Dennis went off about this whole crazy story he had with his losing the fob for his car. And they were so into the story, they're like, we should do an episode about that. And it wasn't beat per beat, his story, but it was the crux of the stuff that pissed him off. It was all about like trying to get customer care support and it being ridiculous. And so the whole last episode of the newest season is about that. And I thought that was funny because I remembered watching that episode where Dennis was talking about, not Dennis, but what the hell is his name in real life? Glenn was talking about this thing happening to him. And then like seeing how that became the finale for their next season. All right. I do not know. I do not know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing right now. Well, the thing that's funny too, probably why it connected with me is because part of the place where I work is managing a call center. And I'm not like a call center manager, but what my team helps figure out, like when you hear people reading off of a script, I have some degree of influence into like pointing out when that script sucks. And when it's like, hey, this is ridiculous. Like what they're saying these words to these people on this situation. It does not make any sense. And I don't have the power to change it necessarily, but I report that the people I work with are the people that like work on the team that writes that stuff. So, and I will be very like open about it because I think they wrote, a lot of times they're the ones that like will draft certain of these things, and then I'll be listening to phone calls as part of the work that I do, and I'll be hearing these call center agents like delivering some of the scripting sometimes, and it's like, oh my god, that's so awful. Like this has got to be so infuriating for the customer and for the call center agent. Because they're like, shit, I have to read these words now. And they suck. And the customer's just going to get confused and angry. It's not because we can't help them. It's because we don't have the right words to tell them what they need to know. But that's what the episode got a little bit into, was like not talking to a real person, but then the people... like getting recordings and automated lines, but when you did get a hold of somebody, like nobody could answer a question and they would just transfer them to someone else. And I was like, yep. I've been on the other institutional end of that of that process, and I feel their frustration. It's like, god damn it. Why do we have to be so awful? Why can't we just let someone talk in plain English? And there are reasons for that, but it's like, holy shit. Well, yeah, it probably is boomer stuff, but you're in the right age category, because the whole premise of the episode is like he keeps getting upset about how things are. Where like he goes to get like an iced tea, and they're like, well, this is a boba place, you have to get bobas. And he's like, well, can you just not put the bobas in? They're like, I'm sorry, that's what it is on the menu. I have to do it how it is on the menu. And like he starts getting angry, and he gets himself to calm down. And then he's like, fine, I'll take the boba tea. And then he whips out he brings out his wallet, and they're like, oh, you have to pay through the app. And he's like, oh, great, another app. He's like, I don't want to pay for an app. I have money right here. And she's like, well, if you're going to spend money, there's a $10 minimum. He's like, so wait, now I'd have to buy 2 of these god-awful teas that I don't want in the first place if I want to spend cash, unless I want to download your... Like, he starts going off about, like, he's got to download an app now. It's like, there's an app for everything these days. It sounds very boomer. Oh, yeah, that's true. They're supposed to be always wrong. Well, kind of, I think the way the episode wraps up... would reinforces that the ultimate thing of like, yeah, that he's wrong. Because the whole premise, the whole episode starts where he gets super mad about something, and then he declares he needs a mental health day. So he's just gonna drive to the beach and have a mental health day. And he declares it to the rest of the gang, and they're all like, oh, he's declared mental health day. We can't call him or bother him about anything. But then everything he tries to do, something frustrating backfires. And it was because his doctor told him he had high blood pressure. And he was like, I will not take blood pressure medication. I can control my blood pressure by sheer will. Just by, keeping myself calm. He tells the doctor to go F himself. But then he's like, now I'm going to have a mental health day to get myself rebalanced or whatever. Get things under control. So that he buys like a Fitbit, and every time something makes him mad, you start hearing like this heart monitor just like beep, 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 and he starts getting angrier and angrier, and he's like, "Fine, I'll download the app or whatever. It's fine. I'm cool." So, and then of course, knowing it's Dennis is. But he eventually, by the end of the episode, eventually snaps in spectacular fashion. All right. Well, it's looking up here like... Oh, this thing can do something to this. Oh, well. Okay. Well, now that I've solved that part of the game, I can stop talking about Always Sunny. I didn't think it was visually obvious. I don't know why that was a thing that I wanted to do, but I did it. Ooh, all right. I just sort of solved that by accident. I don't know why that was something that needed to happen, but I did it. Fucked it up real bad. That's right, Brad. Alright. Eat up. Does this thing, every time it eats an apple, does it become more powerful? I like to think that that's the case. Ooh. And now he's gone. I ruined him. Hey, there he is. Here, there's an apple over here, buddy. Where'd he go? Buddy, I found an apple for you. Hey! You okay? All right, come here and eat this apple that I found. You're gonna love it. Here you go. Eat up, my friend. Alright, he doesn't seem to be growing or anything, but I still think it's important to make sure he gives the apple. I found him again, Brad. He just was a few feet away from me. Probably if I'd let the slide dump me off without horsing around, I would have ended up right next to him. All right, now what are you gonna do? Bye. Can I jump in after him? Nope, I guess we'll see him again someday. So, well, now your comment is applicable, Brad. Goodbye, cute friend. He's like, I'm gonna go down this tube. Fuck off, bro. And he's gone. Thanks for all the apples, bitch. Then jumps down the tube. Never see him again. All right, what's this business? Well, firstly, now I feel like I want to go this way because maybe when he jumped down that tube, he ended up over here. I kind of became attached to the little bugger. Hey, there's a little guys up in the trees. Oh, okay. Didn't know I was falling down here. Hey guys, he just waved at me. Hey. Good. I mean, I almost thought maybe I was just gonna kill them, but I'm glad that I didn't. It would have made me feel bad. I just needed to know for sure. It was his ghost. Oh. Hey, guys. Hey, fellas. Hey, fellas. Hey, there he is. Here, for your 45 minutes of puzzling labor, I'll give you 1 dot. Thank you, game. May I have some more, please? That was a lot of work for 1 dot. All right. Aren't you come with me now? No, I guess he's like, nope. You held me for a half hour, and now you got your dot. And now you're done. Okay. But at least I got a dot out of the deal. Maybe we'll meet again someday. I thought once I found him, we would continue our journey. Break shit together. I'd feed him more apples. I had really high hopes for the way things were going to end up. These remind me of the apple trees that I used to feed my friend from, who left me and doesn't want to be my friend anymore. Looks like that's going to be a challenging puzzle. All right, and that is definitely the end. Since it's gotten warm, she's been shedding quite a bit more. So, yeah, it wasn't a problem, but she's been shedding quite a bit. Oh, God. First one I jump onto immediately dissolves. Oh, I should... Oh. Oh, this is making me very nervous. She's shedding and getting fluffier? Yeah, no, the same is happening to Millie. Like her hair is getting, because she's maturing, so her hair is getting more like, she's developing more like a mane, and her legs are getting hairier, but she's also shedding a bunch. So I think it's a combination of the weather getting warmer and puberty working together to make things terrible. Okay, so every time I jump, they switch. That's the deal. Oh no! Anya's hair was real wiry when we got her, but now she's soft, except parts she habitually pees on. Yeah, Millie was like super fluffy, like a stuffed animal when we got her. And then over the past couple months, her fur's become a lot more like matted and curly, like flat, not fluffy. She still got a lot of hair. She got like a double coat. But before, she looked like, I don't know, like a troll doll or not a troll doll exactly, but I can't think. But just like a fluffy, like a long-haired cat almost. Oh, now I fucked up for reals. Good job, me. Way to go, me. Oh no! Well, how am I supposed to get to that? I don't think I can make that jump. I can try it again. It seems pretty clear I'm supposed to get up there. Maybe I'm supposed to go to the right. Let's see what's that, if anything's over here. Yep, that's how I know I haven't been here before. Undestroyed pottery. It's the only way to keep track of where I've been. Oh wait, this is taking me exactly back. Alright. There wasn't any other way to go in here, was there? This just led back to where my little friends lived, and that was it. Alright, yeah, I think that was it. I'm not gonna go all back that way again. Alright, so nothing to be done there. This is something I missed before. Alright. Wait, this is where I was. Isn't it? Oh, now I see different ways to go, though. Okay. I didn't realize I could go this way. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Huh, so that's a problem. How do I get over to that thing? Oh, hold on. Haha! I got another dot. Up. Hmm. I'm not sure how to get over to that thing. Nope, that was not going to happen. Oh, that's the end of that. Okay. It's really nagging me, though, that I can't figure out how to get up there. Hmm. Oh ho! Ha ha! I figured it out. I knew there was a way. You could, because those things, the blocks dissolve, the ones over here dissolve from the bottom up, so you could actually jump a second time before it completely dissolved. Sweet. All right. I'm a genius. I'm a gosh damn genius. Nope. And here's things where it uses 2 dots. To what end? I don't know. I get another special ability. Last time it gave me the ability to turn into a block. Was it a double jump? Ah. That's kind of cool. All right. A double jump, but it's a very floaty, ethereal double jump. And I can still turn into a brick in the middle of it if I want to. Oh! Are these things changing on their own? Okay, I think they are. No! You bitch. Okay, can I get there? Can I get there? Okay. Oh. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, double jump is kind of cool. And I think on these things I can double jump. These little butterflies will make me double jump up. Okay. Okay, so clearly when I do the double jump probably matters. Oh, that was close. Okay. Oh no. There we go. Oh, what is all this? All right. No. Can I do a triple jump? I don't think so. I was pressing it already. I'm starting to get... it's starting to get... Because I'm tired and I'm hungry. And I'm doing the same thing over and over again and failing. And holding down the jump button is not getting it done for me. I don't even sound slightly grumpy? That can't be true, Brad. When I start bitching about that I'm hungry and I'm tired, that is at least slightly grumpy. That's just habit. I was pushing it. Okay. All right. This is probably a good time for me to stop. I didn't have dinner. I don't remember if you were here I've mentioned it a couple times, but I didn't have dinner before my stream. My stream was a very touch and go proposition. All unsaved progress will be lost. Well, no, how much? I don't know when things were saved, but it's a chance I'm gonna have to take. But I will say that game is pretty cool. If I play it again, I might actually look up how to get past that part, because if I were not tired and hungry, that's probably what I would have done, was just looked up how to get past that part and kept playing. And yeah, to have a quick 18 innings of baseball. Well, I think for me, like, if I don't eat and I stay up late enough to start getting hungry, then I can't sleep. But definitely, if I'm getting tired and I'm also hungry and I'm trying to do like a puzzle that's making me frustrated, the combined effects are less than ideal for the endeavor at hand. Some people, yeah, like my stomach actually, I can get kind of a gnawing feeling if I go to bed on an empty stomach. So it's not great if I have a huge meal and then go to sleep either, but that's why when I do these streams and I'm in these situations where I have a meal at the end of the stream, I pretty much like, if I end the stream now, I'll have something to eat, and I really won't be able to lay down without fucking myself up until about 12:30. It's 11:15 right now. Your partner gets upset if she can't have 3 meals a day. I'm pretty regular about my 3 meals a day. Yeah. You're happy to count a Coke Zero as a meal. I honestly, I wish I was a little more indifferent to food. So, because my body definitely, I mean, it's true I have a history of eating more food than I need. And I've learned that I don't have to like keep eating until I'm full. That's not like, to keep eating until I can't eat anymore. That's not something that I need to do. Or frequently, historically, that's been like, whatever I was going to eat until I did not want to eat anymore. And now frequently I'll eat until I'll be like, yeah, I could probably have another serving of this and enjoy it, but I don't feel like I feel like I could stop now and be okay. Oh, you were drawing the background. All right. He was here the whole time. Drawn with it in the background. Have I considered switching to Thursday Arby's? I won't lie. Once in a while, when the mood hits me, I do like me some Arby's. But it's never been a regular. Like, usually when I have Arby's, I'm like, that was good. I probably don't need that for another year or two. I've got several years between Arby's. Like 5-10 years without Arby's. It's always been available. And then once in a while I'll be like, well shit, that sounds good, and I'll get it. Can I please teach you a little bit about evidence? Don't worry, Brad, I'll hook you up. Here you go, Brad. I think it's a legit site that won't give you viruses. And if you really like it, you can purchase the Federal Rules of Evidence 2024 edition book for only $9.99. At least that's what it says on the website. It is teaching you shit, Brad. This is it's teaching you. This is a key skill for a lawyer. Is teaching you how to look up the answers. Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of rulesofevidence.org, but it's a .org, so it's got to be legit. Let's see, there was Cornell, but I don't know if they give you. Oh, Cornell does seem to give you. All right, you know what? Yeah, you do this one instead. Because I've heard of Cornell before. There you go. I heard of that shit. I don't think you're going to get any malware from Cornell University. Although, is Cornell Law School the same as Cornell University? It is. Okay. I was going to be like, hey, wait a minute. Maybe Cornell Law School is just, they're just like using the name of Cornell. You don't trust those Ivy League elitists? Uh-oh. All right, you guys. Now that I've thoroughly provided Brad with all the learning tools that he needs to become fully educated in the Federal Rules of Evidence, you're welcome, Brad. I think it's time to do the thing. Go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now, Brad Pritchard, EV23 and Umbreon. Go to sleep, and probably someone else too. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. Article 1. General provisions. Rule 101. Scope. Definitions. Summary of Article 1. Good night, Nick.